Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo! Hey. Yeah.
Holyfield, how you doing today?
Doing great.
Great to see you at the convention, man. Just talk about like the heavyweight division, man. The Anthony Joshua fight was last night. Did you get a chance to watch it all?
Well, I didn't get a chance to watch the fight. I heard about it. It was a pretty good fight.
Yeah, man. In the heavyweight division, like who are some of the guys you're looking at like, towards the future of?
Well, you know, in the heavyweight division, Anthony Joshua. I think he's the biggest name right now, and of course, the guy just fought yesterday.
Ortiz?
Not Ortiz. Well, Ortiz is still one of the great ones, and then Harky, he one of, and of course the fighter from what is his name from Alabama,
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay, and you know, so I guess it's time for it to try to wrap it up and get one champion.
It's a great event we got going on here. Who are you looking forward to meeting up with the most?
Well, you know, I'm here to help the WBC. I think WBC is one of the better organizations that help the game of boxing. I think it's always important when people come together and do something for the fighters to give them a better life, more so than just looking to receive anything.
Speaking as like a former fighter yourself, a great fighter at that, what are some things you would like to see the boxing world, like WBC or commissions like the WBC, do to help the fighters more?
Well, I think the WBC is doing a great job. I think all the organizations should come together and think about the fighters and what it takes to start working with the amateur kids. Because there's the amateur kids have a lot to do with how great the professional rank's going to be. I think that all the organizations need to start giving back to the amateur programs and strengthen the amateur program, and I think that would bring more clarity into the professional rank.
Yeah. How do they go about that? Like, how would you go with like all the sanctioning bodies come together? Like, how would that happen?
Well, everybody, I think, got to come into rules and regulations. That not so much the fighter dictates how the rules are, how the rules are governed by the people, and saying that all the fighters need to fight each other. Can't nobody duck each other, and I'm gonna give away this title because I don't want to fight this guy and all that. I think it's kind of dilute the game.
Sign the contract and be a warrior like you are, and just prove it over and over again. I'm saying like sign the contract and improve yourself like you did when you moved up and fought the best.
Well, it's not so much like I follow the rules and regulations. I think everybody should follow the rules. I think the game is bigger than the fighter. And, you know, that's the reason they get into the game. We have one rule about it that kind of rules everything, but I think it's great to have different organizations because it gives more fighters opportunity, but it all should come down to who's the very best in that weight division. And so, and I think that's the most important thing. People want to know who is the best.
And if you had any message for like kids who are coming up boxing right now, what would you tell them?
Well, of course, listen for direction. Listen for direction allow you to get down. Who I am, I'm a Hall of Famer now because I didn't quit. Mistakes everybody do make, but you know, correct them and keep striving.
You have a son who's a really talented amateur fighter. How is Eliezer? How is he doing right now?
Well, he's doing well. He's coming off an injured hand, but you know, other than that, you know, just like everybody else, you have to work for it. You know, there's no easy way to being the very best.
All right.
kind of dilute the whole program, talking about who the better man. But you know when they fight. I think both of the guys got time to work on the other things to be the very best. And when that time comes, the best man wins.
Who's the best pound for pound right now between Evander Holyfield?
Well, it's hard to say that. I'm so many fighters. It's kind of hard. I think it's kind of hard to be the pound-to-pound best boxer if you fight 106, 112. If you go by weight, I'm telling you, the guy that is pound-to-pound best fighter is the guy that it's not about the weight. It's about I'm the best guy, and I fought all the best people, and everybody who wants to fight shows up.
This woman wanted an autograph, Jeff.
This is for the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame silent auction.
But I can't do nothing. I can't sign it.
It's for my silent auction for the Hall of Fame.
But I cannot do that.
No?
Evander, you told me a while ago, about a year ago in an interview, that you thought Deontay Wilder was the best out of all the heavyweights. Now with Anthony Joshua's progression, you still feel the same way or what?
Well, what I'm saying is that everything's always changing because somebody's working and maybe somebody's not. The art of the game is when people fight each other, you know. Everybody have an opinion, and the fact is that there's a lot of great people with good amateur status that coming in, but I always tell people, amateur is how you learn how to fight. The sharp when people fight amateur style, they hold their hands up and they go get it. And so the people who remain a long term like that is one going to be the very best fighter. Because you have to fight for respect. So when people know that you can fight, then they respect you. Then you got to outbox them after they give you respect. So I think that right now, of course, what is his name now?
Wilder?
Yeah, Wilder, he hold the title longer than anybody right now. After all the young people, he still have it. He hadn't lost it, and so until somebody beat him,
He the man?
he the man.
Anthony Joshua is going to fight Vladimir Klitschko April 29th. Your reaction to that?
Well, I think it'll be a good fight, and and when you look at I look at how the Bible said, where's your strength at? And his youth is his strength. So I think if he fight like that, he's gonna win. But his experience is what is his name again?
Wilder?
Yeah, experience should be his strength. But it should be. But because he's been fighting longer. But in general, when you it's all depending on your background. He started boxing at a later age. And so the people who they say, I started boxing at 8 years old.
Yeah.
You know what? It's just natural. It was a natural thing. The fighters who start at a young age and who take care of themselves. I'm like, Anthony Joshua looked like he take care of himself. And this Parky boy looked like he take care of himself. There's a lot of them 25 years old guys who take care of themselves and they love what they doing and that's what success starts by. If you're older, only way you can stay up there, you take care of yourself.
Did you watch the Parker fight?
No, I didn't get a chance to see it. I came on. Shit, I didn't even see it. But I knew that I think the guy that he even fought,
Andy Ruiz.
I realized that he was fast. And I felt the only way Parker can win because he throw more punches than Andy. And so when people just tell me about it, they say, it was a very close fight, and because the guy threw more punches, he got it by 1 point. But I truly believe that when they have fights like that, I don't think think it should be over for Andy. I think they should just put him with the next great guy and say, I'm not, you just can't lose one fight and just fall off.
Yeah.
You got to let that guy be the tester for everybody else who think they good. And you find that you got to find the best out of the best.
And this might surprise you, Evander, when you watch the fight, but they were actually both really reluctant in the fight. They didn't really let their hands go. It was a chess match, and everybody was surprised because they didn't really punch a whole lot. So, I mean, why do you think that is?
Well, I'm saying that's the reason why people lose. You're trying to make it a chess match when you got to go get it, and especially when you're fighting in a place that's not your own.
Yeah.
But I was a fighter that I didn't trust nobody to be on my side, so I go out there and get it. I'm not gonna lose, and I'm not gonna lose by I didn't do enough. My whole thing was just trying to figure you out and take you out of there as quick as possible. That's what fighters are supposed to do. This is the reason why when you leave it up to anybody's decision, you always have a lot of complaints.